Prototype has finally arrived, but does the game deliver on the hype? Is it any good? Here's my review.
Three weeks ago, someone released a lethal virus in Penn Station. I woke up in the morgue. Now I hunt, I kill, I consume, I become. I'm gonna find out who did this to me, and I'm gonna make them pay.
In the game, you play as Alex Mercer, a guy who wakes up in a morgue, doesn't know really what happened to him, and throughout the story you're kind of trying to piece together what happened and you're trying to get revenge on those who wronged you. So I mean, the story, it makes a bit of sense. However, the cutscenes don't really provide much of the backstory. I mean, you'll get some information from it, but I mean, to get the bulk of the information, you've got to consume targets on the web of intrigue. And I mean, when you do it, it's kind of interesting to see what happens, but it's kind of annoying to search for every single one of them to find out every little detail. So I mean, that kind of got on my nerves a little bit, having to find each one. And also, there were certain aspects of the story that didn't make much sense. I mean, I'm not spoiling anything, but the ending didn't really make a hell of a lot of sense till I finally found each web of intrigue. And even then, there was a few questions I still had that I really didn't fully understand. But I mean, overall, the story was pretty decent and kind of enjoyed it. The sound overall is pretty well done. The voice acting, it suits its purposes, and the special effects, they sound fine. No real complaints in this department. I mean, it could have been a little bit better though. I mean, like hearing the people like you could hear people scream when you're on the street level, but pretty much when you're on top of the buildings, if there's none of the military chasing you, there's not really that much sound going on. So, but overall, it was pretty decent and it was okay. I mean, I know a lot of people have been complaining about the graphics, and I mean, they're not terrible, but they're not the greatest in the world. I mean, they suit their purpose, and that's all. That's really important. I mean, the character model on Alex, I think, looks pretty good. However, a lot of the environments and textures are rather bland. Wasn't the biggest fan of how New York City looked. It looked very generic. I felt there wasn't much life in the city in that regard. But I mean, on the plus side, there was really no slowdown. I had a slowdown on one occurrence, and that was it. So I mean, in that respect, at least everything runs smooth, and there was no problems there, which was good. In terms of gameplay, now gameplay was the best part of this game for me. I thought it was pretty damn good. There's a lot of variety because Alex has so many different powers, which is really good. However, it takes a little bit of time to get all the good powers, which at the beginning of the game I found it was a little bit slow. Well, it did pick up over time when I did become more powerful. Another thing I would wanted to point out is sometimes the game can be pretty damn difficult. I mean, I didn't find it too bad, but it can spike up in difficulty in certain parts, and that really shouldn't happen too much. But I mean, it's just worth noting. A few missions can be a bit of a pain, but no big deal. But I mean, so overall, I give the game 8 out of 10. Comment and subscribe if you enjoyed.